Hi and welcome to another exciting, packed edition of The Property Show, your ultimate guide to the real estate world. Today we are on a journey of unpacking and connecting the dots on a master-planned development offering the finest in the residential living with guaranteed return on investment. The expert segment brings a one-on-one sit-down with Kenya's leading developer with an impressive track record of delivering over 1,200 housing units. Unbelievable.
I'm sure you've got some horror stories about contractors in your own life.
Yes.
Everyone has a horror story or knows a horror story about a contractor. Not turning up to site, taking your money, not providing the quality you want, not picking up the phone, whatever, legal disputes. We have none of that.
So how do you get started if you're looking for good health insurance? One of the most critical things is to get the cover right. And you really want to be able to engage with someone to know that the cover caters to your needs. And that's what we do here at Jubilee Health Insurance.
On the decorating corner, we feature a special treat. We embark on an inspirational journey with a young and talented entrepreneur sharing her experiences in navigating the world of home decor.
I could characterize Savannah Space as being quite eclectic and unique. One of the reasons people come to us is not only our high quality, but it's because we have pieces that you genuinely cannot find anywhere else in Kenya.
The Property News highlights our eye-funding home services with our professional one-stop shop experience for all your home renovation needs, all under one roof. The home ownership journey features an inspiring story on how you can climb the property ladder.
You can never go wrong with real estate and property. So I would actually advise you, this is a time to do it, and you need to secure your future now.
We are here again to talk to you about Sun King, to show you how you can say goodbye to power blackouts.
Sit back and enjoy yet another exciting episode. We are live on our digital platforms. Let's connect. As always, there is something for everyone. I have seen Kiambu County develop from coffee farms to the thriving communities they are today. The property pick of the week takes us to a journey on a master-planned development right here in Kiambu County. This project offers eco-friendly designs, outdoor living, easy access to social amenities, public infrastructure, and so much more. Let's explore. Our first stop brings us to Unity West, their flagship project. Each unit boasts of a glass railing balcony, floor-to-ceiling sliding doors, providing residents with a serene indoor experience. This project sets the standard for quality living within the community and is fully sold out. Here is a sneak peek. Our second stop is a modern, low-rise, family-friendly residential development with a fusion of contemporary lifestyle and community living, complete with enchanting park views and expansive outdoor amenities. This development creates a truly lucrative investment opportunity for any investor and an all-inclusive lifestyle for families.
The community consists of 640 2-, 3-, and 4-bedroom contemporary apartments, offering a tranquil yet modern living experience, powered by world-class amenities. The accommodation features include an 85-kilogram Turkish high-security steel door that opens into the well-lit living room with an expansive balcony with glass railing on one side and an open-plan kitchen on the other. A futuristic-style kitchen with honeycomb tile features, polished Italian-style granite tops, standard extractor hood, and a breakfast bar. Each unit has a spacious utility room with a provision for a washing machine. From the living room, one finds the shared bathroom consisting of a water closet, frameless glass shower screens, rain shower, and a vanity. Next is the ensuite master bedroom and 2 other bedrooms that have white UV high quality wardrobes. 150-liter solar water heating with booster and smoke detectors. The common shared amenities will include gatehouse, 24-hour manned security with use of access cards, CCTV surveillance, access to a state-of-the-art fitness center, community park with jogging tracks, children's playground, a breathtaking expansive swimming pool, a gym, and mini markets.
Finally, an exclusive chic estate of contemporary one-bedroom apartments.
An exclusive chic estate of contemporary one-bedroom apartments sitting on 11 acres of land that is set to be a home of 600 units. Accommodation features will include European 85-kilogram stainless high security door opening to an open plan lounge area with a spacious balcony with glass railing. Futuristic style imported kitchen with mosaic, standard extractor hood and breakfast bar. Polished Italian granite worktops. Wooden teak textured ceramic tiles and porcelain for common areas. Utility room with a provision of washing machine. Bathrooms consisting of water closet, frameless glass shower screens, rain shower and vanity. Smoke detectors, 100-liter solar water heating booster, and white UV high quality wardrobes. Common amenities will include controlled security access and CCTV surveillance, lush green landscaping along boulevards and avenues, ample parking for residents and guests, state-of-the-art fully equipped gym and coffee shop, swimming pool, underground water storage, and well-lit common areas through solar-powered streetlights. Close proximity to hospitals, schools, business corridors, technology parks, and industrial and warehousing facilities.
All apartments featured in this Masterplanned development have an 8% return, a great investment indeed. Over the last few years, Unity Homes has become a household brand in Kenya. What are they doing differently and what makes them tick? Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you, Nancy.
Take us through your rich history of Unity Homes.
Yeah, okay, so look, our business stems from a previous business which was called Civicon, which all our shareholders were part of. And we sold that back in 2013, right? But that business was at heart a large-scale professional construction firm. And we used to build power stations, mines, roads and bridges all across East Africa for international clients. Yeah? And so in 2014, we took all that experience, and we did have a lot of experience. The 4 shareholders of Unity Homes, between them, have 80 years of construction and engineering experience, right? And we took that experience and we started Unity Homes. And the 4 of us invested $5 million in the company. So we started with that rock-solid financial foundation, which even to today, we've always maintained that. That sort of explains who we are.
Let's talk about your DNA. Why Unity stands out? What are you doing differently? And what should we be expecting going forward?
Well, our growth over the last 10 years has been really fast. And if you look at that, we've sold and delivered over 1,200 houses to date. Not only have we done that, we've handed those houses over in a timely manner. Yeah? And in some cases, we've even handed houses over 6 months early. Yeah? I don't know of another developer in Kenya that has handed over a house 6 months early. Even we were surprised. It comes down to that delivery. And all great businesses, they have a good product, but they also deliver it. Yeah? There's no point in having a great product if when somebody says, I want 50 of them, you can't just give them to them. Yeah? And that has been a core bit of our success, I think.
It's very impressive. Yes, I want to confirm you've delivered your units before time. Who buys into Unity Homes?
Well, look, everybody buys into Unity Homes. It's amazing how diverse our customers are. People are looking for homes, people are looking for investments, people are buying for their children. You'd be amazed at the different types of people that buy these houses. We've got international buyers, huge amount of diaspora, huge amount. Loads amounts, I reckon about 60% of clients are Kenyan investors. Yeah?
Other developers who are watching you are wondering, what makes you tick? What would you tell them?
Well, I'm not sure I'd tell them anything, Nancy, but something which is very different about our business, yeah, is that we are vertically integrated. We're both a contractor and we're a developer, right? And what this means is we don't have that friction that has traditionally been there between developers and contractors. And I think we all know, I'm sure you've got some horror stories about contractors in your own life. Yes. Everyone has a horror story or knows a horror story about a contractor. Not turning up to site, taking your money, not providing the quality you want, not picking up the phone, whatever, yeah? Legal disputes. We have none of that, yeah? Because we are the contractor and we are the developer. But that aside, this vertical integration leads to a second thing, which is actually even more powerful than lack of friction, which is the quality that we can achieve. Here on site, we have a team of 15 quality control engineers and architects, right? And every single house we hand over goes through 315 separate quality checks. Yeah? That's a lot.
It is a lot.
You see the paperwork for one house, it's mind-blowing. And ever since we started this business, we had this vision. We look at the automotive industry, and when you buy a new car, 0 miles from a showroom, it comes out, there's not a fingerprint on it. You know? It smells nice, everything works. That is what we want to achieve with a house. When you get a house from Unity Homes, yeah, it's like getting a 0 mile car. Yeah?
And everything works.
Everything works, yeah.
My plumbing, tick. Electricity, tick.
315 ticks, Nancy. And it wasn't always like that. We've innovated, we've improved over the years, and it's getting better and better and better. Yeah? So, you know, in the end, we have people crawling around the floor looking for paint marks and things like that. You know, we really do want to hand somebody an immaculate product. That's what we are doing.
Perhaps you could take us through some of the risks that you see when people are buying into the projects.
Yeah. There are lots of things to look at, but I think there's one big thing that if you're buying a house, you absolutely need to be sure of. Yeah? And that is the integrity of your title deed. Here at Unity Homes, we ensure before we sell houses that we have paid for the plot 100% with our money, not with your money when you buy a house. So when I take your money, I build your house. I don't pay for the plot, right? And the other thing we do not do is borrow against that plot to fund construction, right? And the reason we don't do it is we've seen it go wrong so many times where developers are borrowing from the bank and they fail to perform and the bank takes the plot. Yeah? And that's the plot that they've sold you, right? So you don't get your house, yeah? And it's a terribly sad situation. So
And it happens over and over and over.
It does.
And over.
It's
it's
we've
very
both been in
sad.
the industry
Yeah,
for
yeah.
quite a long time. I've seen it many times. So we have a philosophy that we do not borrow against the plots. So if you are buying some real estate, go and check the underlying title deed. You can search it, check if there's a charge against the bank, and check if it's owned by the developer, right? That is the easiest way to reduce your risk when you're buying real estate.
It's also important to understand where the developer is getting his funding from. If the developer doesn't have enough funding and you're only paying 10 or 20%, it cannot really build a home.
I love it. You've asked a very technical question. So something you can look for is the size of phases. Yeah? Because if a developer is trying to develop the whole thing, the whole building, 30 stories high or the whole estate in one go, they're going to need all that cash, right? And halfway through that journey, before they've handed anybody a house, right, you could easily get into a situation where, for one reason or another, they get cash constrained. Yeah? Here at Unity, we do very small phases. So I think a typical phase is about 40 houses, yeah? Which means that's the amount of cash we need to hand houses over. And then we take the cash out again and put it back in. No, not finish the whole project, but that phase of the project. So
Finish that,
doing
that
small
phase.
phases, you need much less cash. Yeah? And developers who are watching this do smaller phases. Yeah? You'll be at much less risk, you'll put your clients at much less risk. When you see a 30-story building, which you're buying in of one of 300 apartments in there, you be sure they have the cash because you need to get to the top floor before you hand over any houses. So the size of the phases, it does get a bit more, it's quite technical that, but it is something you can look at.
Also double checking the developer. Doing your own due diligence.
Yeah.
Can the developer deliver? And does he have the muscle to deliver?
So there are two really important things you've got to do. You've got to go and see, with your own eyes. You've got to go to the site and you've got to go and look at what the developer is doing. Look at the quality of the show home, right? Look at the contractor on site. Are they building? Are there 10 people on the site? Are there 50 people on the site? Or 300 people on the site? Very big differences, in terms of the speed of what's happening, right? But also then go and look at the quality of everything that's happening and look at the price per square meter. It's a good metric. Just take the price, divide it by the square meter. That'll give you a
rough idea.
Rough idea of where this sits in the market, quality and price. But then there's probably something that's bigger than all that. Once you've seen a house and you like it and you've been convinced by a very charming sales agent, but go and talk to somebody who's actually bought one of these houses.
Somebody who lives there.
Somebody who lives there.
Or somebody who's dealt with that developer.
Dealt with the developer and received a house. There's no point in talking to somebody who's not received a house. They don't have all the information. You want to get more information. So when you talk to somebody who's bought a house, you will get the truth, because they have experienced it firsthand. Here at Unity Homes, over 60% of our sales, they come from existing clients who are referring their friends. If you're going to refer your friends to a development, you're going to be pretty sure that you're happy with what you're doing because your friends are much more important to you than anything else in life, isn't it? Yeah. And so we pride ourselves on people saying good things about us. So if you're buying from a housing developer, go and find out what people say about them. And that
get reviews of that developer.
Go and talk to somebody. Have a conversation. So I think that's important.
Asante sana for your insights. I must admit that Unity Homes is number one.
Thank you.
In every area. Unity Homes is all about integrity, competence and strength. Here on The Property Show, we are happy to help you navigate the buying process, and we are just a telephone call away. Last week, Sunking, the world's leading off-grid solar energy company, confirmed how we can enjoy life without power blackouts. Unbelievable. Today, we continue that conversation as we answer your questions on their product range and branch network across the country. Let's listen in.
Fantastic time to be here again. Thank you for the numerous questions which you posted throughout the week. The team at the Property Show were very busy trying to decipher what were the questions, what was the range of questions that you wanted to be answered today. So just to recap, if you missed last week's show, where we were in a fantastic home in Manzoni, which is an Airbnb, my work here is to try and recap. One of the questions you asked is, what is my product range? And like I mentioned last week, if you missed it, is my product range begins from as low as 1,000 shillings. We take it for granted that 1,000 shillings light cannot do much. But let me tell you, if you schooled or you are learning with a koroboi, then this light will make all the difference. Remember, when you're using a paraffin lantern, there are two things that come out of that lantern. Number one is light, and not adequate light for that matter. Number two is the soot and the smoke, which is not good for your health. And if you look at our homes when you're using a paraffin lantern, you see the soot settling in the ceiling. So that's what it does. So our range of products will begin from there, all the way to our inverter range. And the good thing is, Sun King is here to walk the journey with you. I'm speaking you homeowner, Airbnb owner, business owner, who has had to stop their lifestyle because of a power issue. You do not have to go through that. With Sun King, we will work with you. Number one, our turnaround time is less than 24 hours. What you need to do is just give us a call. We have a technician across the country. What we want to understand, we are like a doctor for power. I cannot give you a prescription without knowing what your need is. So my technician will come to you, look at your business, at your home, determine what your consumption pattern is based on the appliances you have and the need you have. Then we go and do the calculation and recommend a solution that we think fits with your need. The moment we've done that, we present you with options. Do you want to pay for this item in cash? By all means, pay it in cash. Within 24 hours, 36 hours, you'll have the unit shipped to your place and an installer sent to you to finalize the installation. If not, and we're in a very tough economic time, we also realize that by opening up and having a financing option, it might make it easier for you to be able to get a Sun King solution. In that scenario, all we'll require is to review your capability to be able to pay. You pay a deposit, and then we give you flexible installments of up to 18 months. And the moment you do that, whatever amount of money we agree you're going to pay, that will not change. If I tell you, instead of paying for this unit for 250, you will pay 350, I will not tell you you'll be paying 400. The 350 is what you will pay for. So we share with you what your total cost of ownership will be spread across those months. So I look forward to hearing from you. Let me sort out your power problems. Live without issues of power. Say goodbye to power blackouts.
Indeed, power in our homes has never been easier. With Sun King Solar Energy Solutions, you can now enjoy life without the worry of blackouts. And guess what? They have a solution for every home. We are taking a quick commercial break. Still ahead, an inspiring story of a young and upcoming entrepreneur navigating the home decor landscape.
The first thing I would tell someone when they're looking to furnish their home, I think it's important to do it slowly. Select pieces from different places, curate your home to yourself.
the property news. Our favorite home ownership segment on possibilities of climbing the property ladder.
What I would tell anybody thinking of buying a home, first of all, your due diligence. It's good always to make sure that you have a background check.
We are live on our digital platforms. Send in your feedback, questions, comments, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show, your weekly dose on all things real estate. Remember, we are live on our digital platforms. Send in your feedback, questions, comments, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I must say, asanteni sana for your feedback on our health insurance conversation last week. Next, let's hear how you can get your insurance covered today, the cost implication, and the various packages available in the market.
It's really good to hear that Kenyans are curious about how do I get health insurance. And indeed, it's true. 5% is quite a low number, and we begin with knowing that there's actually a challenge. So how do you get started if you're looking for good health insurance? One of the most critical things is to get the cover right. And we say this is not just a mystery shopping exercise. You really want to be able to engage with someone to know that the cover caters to your needs. And that's what we do here at Jubilee Health Insurance. So we'd ask you to start with texting the word AFIA to the number 40643. That is AFIA to 40643. What happens then is a conversation then begins between you and our team, because we need to find the right fit for you. You can ask whether you'd like to do this on phone, you'd like to have someone meet you in person. But for us, what we look for is that you have the right level of cover, whether it's how many hospitals you want, what kind of specific benefits you really do want in there, and more importantly, your budget, because we are not going to run away from your ability to afford it. It must fit within everything you do. We have covers from as little as 6,200 shillings, and it goes as much as whether you'd like a dollar cover, pounds cover, we enable that. But more importantly, we are able to facilitate smaller payments, bite-sized payments, so that it can fit within your budget. So our conversation begins with an action for us to say, what cover do you want? And we really begin to know who you are and what you're really trying to take care of. There's another way you can get to reach out to Jubilee. Get to our website, www.jubileeinsurance.com, and go to the Buy Now button. What you'll find is a calculator which can help you try out different covers and be able to find what fits, and you can play around with different simulations and actually be able to buy online, make your payment online, all fully within your control. You can also reach out to our agents. We have more than 2,500 sales agents in Kenya. If you have a particular one, reach out to them and tell them, I'd like a Jubilee Health Insurance cover. Which one would you recommend? We also work with bank partners. We work with Diamond Trust Bank. We work with KCB. We work with Equity. All of these banks, when you go to the bank branch, please ask them, I'd like to know about a Jubilee Health Insurance cover. They should be able to enable you. There are very many ways you can be able to reach out to us, but our conversation will always be what cover fits you best, whether it's in terms of benefits, but also in terms of your budget, and find what fits perfectly for your pocket. So the one thing to ask all of you is to get started now, because tomorrow really doesn't come if it doesn't happen immediately.
Indeed, a health insurance cover includes shielding us from financial strain, removing the burden from our family and friends. And guess what? Jubilee Health Insurance have affordable options available for everyone. Remember, prioritizing your health is an investment for your future well-being. The second half of the show is even more exciting. Coming up, our decorating corner on an inspiring story with a young, upcoming entrepreneur navigating the home decor landscape. Let's hear more.
Welcome to Savannah Space, your #1 spot for furniture and home decor in Kenya. I started this company in 2018. I'm 28 now, so I guess you can consider me a young entrepreneur. And I started Savannah Space because I wanted to showcase that you can find high quality, innovative and unique furniture and home decor that's 100% made in Kenya. What inspired me to start Savannah Space? To be honest, I'd say God. I was an intern at a different company and they didn't take me on for a full-term position. So I was just sitting in bed journaling and the thought came in. You're going to start a furniture brand made in Kenya and you're going to call it Savannah Space, all in one thought. So from there, I started researching, what does that even mean? What's made in Kenya furniture? Do people like made in Kenya furniture? And I started to realize, okay, maybe this is something that I'm supposed to do. So I guess to answer that question, you could say God inspired me to start it. So I could characterize Savannah Space as being quite eclectic and unique. One of the reasons people come to us is not only our high quality, but it's because we have pieces that you genuinely cannot find anywhere else in Kenya. When I design the pieces, I have that in mind. I believe your furniture should be functional art. So whether it's a cabinet, it should not only look nice, but you can also use it to store things. So I always have that in mind when I pick designs. And I get a lot of my inspiration from Kenya, from Africa, different textiles, from nature, different cultures. There's a lot of inspiration that you can get from this continent. So most of the process begins with sketching, particularly for the furniture. Maybe I'll have gotten an inspiration from somewhere and I'll just start doodling and sketching and seeing what kind of piece can be created from that. And then from there, I start looking at materials that we can use, whether it's wood, whether it's soapstone, whether it's wool. And then I start working with my artisans. So whether it's the furniture from our workshop, we start prototyping, looking at dimensions, at scale, at wood options, and then we slowly start building a product. We introduce it to our clients, see what they think, and then it becomes a Savannah Space piece. I really believe that as Kenyans, if we don't support Kenyans, no one else will. No one is coming to save us at the end of the day. We need to support each other. And so one of my goals is to create as many jobs in the artisan sector in particular as I can, because the artisans I work with, some of them may not have been good in traditional forms of education. So maybe they didn't go into STEM or go be a doctor or a lawyer, but when it comes to their hands and the work of their hands, they're excellent. I find it really important to keep things local and support our local economy as well. So we differentiate ourselves from competitors both in terms of really high quality. You want furniture that's going to last a lifetime. So that's one way we do it. And then another way is through our unique designs. Our designs really are very eclectic, very unique. I make sure that we design pieces that you can't just find anywhere else. I want them to be unique and Savannah Space specific, where people know that, okay, yeah, that's a Savannah Space piece. I think furniture and rugs or home decor really make a house a home. The first thing I would tell someone when they're looking to furnish their home is take your time. A lot of the times when we move into somewhere new, we want just everything done at once and we want to move in and have it ready and beautiful, but I believe in curating a home. If you're fortunate enough to be able to select pieces, I think you should do it slowly because your tastes change. Sometimes you may be introduced to something new that you didn't see before that you like, and then maybe you've already finished your home and it's too late. So I think it's important to do it slowly. Select pieces from different places, curate your home to yourself. As a young business owner, there have been a lot of challenges, I'd say. Starting a business and running and growing a business is honestly the hardest thing that I've done. So there's huge learning curves where there's things that you genuinely don't know. And then of course is always being on top of things. So as a business, you always have to innovate. You always have to try and find out, okay, how can I grow? Because at the end of the day, there's other companies or other people who are coming up or who are already established and are able to grow their businesses. So you always have to be on your toes and think, what can I do to elevate my business? Savannah Space and building Savannah Space has really catapulted my aspirations in life because it's a particularly challenging business and it's helped me gain confidence in myself. It's also allowed me to think of other ways that I can grow myself, both financially as well. That's what started the thought of, okay, maybe I should also start thinking of getting an investment property and going from there. So as a young person, I think it really is important not only to invest, but also to consider the different ways that you can invest, one of them being real estate. You always need to have something to fall back on just in case. You never know what's going to happen in life. And real estate is a stable asset that you can have. And because we're young, we have quite a bit of time to purchase these assets. I think it's important to just start young. So I'm at the start of my journey of becoming a homeowner, and the first step I took was starting to research on different ways that I can become a homeowner, the first being watching the property show. I've been trying to see what options are available for me, what are the best routes to take. So I've learned a lot through the property show, and one of the things I've learned is how to look for a dream investment home in particular. And one of the things that I'm looking for is a location that's going to appreciate over time so that my investment over time grows. And then, of course, something that's attainable. Because this is my first property asset that I'm going to have, I think it's important for it to be something that I can be able to manage every month, whether it's monthly payments or whatever it is. So something that's manageable and then also something that will appreciate over time. And the next step in this investment journey is I'm going to set a date to visit the First Avenue offices and see where to go from after that.
Are you looking for inspirational designs to add a touch of glam to every corner of your home? Search no more. We work with professionals who specialize in transforming every space in a home, and we are just a telephone call away. Where do you start to look for a fundi when things start falling apart in your home? Whatever it is that requires repair, iFundi Home Services is where we offer professional one-stop shop experience for all your home renovation needs. all under one roof. Let me break it down. Are you experiencing leaks, blockages, plumbing issues, or looking for interior and exterior painting, kitchen and bathroom renovations, tiling, landscape gardening, roofing, ceiling installations, or an interior designer to guide you? We've got you covered. At iFundi Home Services, we prioritize efficiency and quality, ensuring timely completion of projects whilst handling all the logistics and procurement processes, maintaining top-notch standards, making the renovation process seamless. Are you ready to embark on your renovation journey? Simply give us a call, email, or even better, visit our offices and we'll handle the rest. Next online, our favorite home ownership segment on how you too can climb the property ladder today. Let's listen in.
Buying a home is not easy, but when it comes to Unity Homes, they actually gave us a seamless process. So everything was smooth for us. So actually, I don't have anything to pinpoint and say that we actually had a challenge while buying the house. What I would tell anybody thinking of buying a home, first of all, your due diligence. It's good always to make sure that you have a background check with the people you're involving to build your home or your house. And with Unity Homes, we are able to actually know about their past projects that they've done in other counties, like in Eldoret. So by that, you're able to know whoever you're engaging, even if it's your lawyers to help you with the process. Always make sure that you know the developer, the entire process, and also the construction process as well. What I would advise the young people looking to owning a home, you can never go wrong with real estate and property. So I would actually advise you, this is the time to do it, and you need to secure your future now. So by the time you're getting old, you're actually not having a hassle of looking for a place to build or to buy. So I would advise any young person outside there, this is the time for you. When you have the time, the resources, and the energy, this is the time for you. I will definitely recommend Unity Homes to my friends and my family because of the smooth process they've given us. They actually delivered our house before the completion date, and the payment plan is actually the best deal ever. The discounts and as well the way they actually give you the monthly payment, it's very convenient.
The home ownership segment is where we draw inspiration from homeowners who have walked this path. You too can share your own experience right here and what you do differently second time round. Simply give us a call and let's engage.
Are you looking to buy land or property, build a family home, or just rent and don't know where to start or what you need to know or how to go about it? Well, the Property Show Masterclass has all the answers you need, with tips to help you navigate the real estate market and to help you make informed decisions when starting your home ownership and investments journey. Our real estate experts will be at hand to answer all your questions, whether on buying, selling, letting, constructing, or financing. We welcome you to be part of our Masterclass series. Date, Saturday, 23rd March 2024. Time, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
The property news segment is all about current updates in the real estate space. Are you hosting an event and would like to be featured on this platform? Simply drop us an email and reserve a spot on our calendar. Thank you for watching The Property Show. The reality is that opportunities within the real estate sector are endless. Here on The Property Show, we provide a wide range of services connecting all the dots across the spectrum. Whether you're a first-time property buyer, we've got you covered. A seasoned investor, we've got you covered. A plot owner ready to turn it into a dream home, we've got you covered too. Looking for home renovations, we've got you covered. Or you're just simply curious about the real estate sector, we've got you covered too. We are a dependable and dedicated property consultants and are ready to guide you through your property journey. That's it for today. This conversation continues on our digital platforms. Send in your feedback, questions, comments, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for weekly property updates. Our diaspora desk is open too, and we remain your real estate trusted partner. Thank you once again. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.